How's it going? I'm just getting my stuff set up and I'm trying to pick my music. And in the meantime, I'm making music. And I'm gonna start making music because I'm picking lo-fi. A little bit too low. How about this? Not feeling that either. How about this? Okay, I could do this. Okay, let's get a screen set up as well. All right. We are building our app. That's our old app. That's not our app. Right. We need to run a dev mode. And that should be going now. And there we go. Okay, cool. So we have our old app kind of working, or the app from yesterday, I suppose. And we've got this hello world from these. It looks like it's making a different city every time. And when it finds a city that it likes, we get a little bit of information about the weather from that city. So let's keep on going with that. What do we got? So I'm going to just build out a table inside of this string of HTML. And eventually, I think I would like to not be using this string, but for the time being, this is kind of what I got to work with. So let's see what this is going to look like. I need a table, don't I? So we're saying if the code is not good, we're saying we don't know, we can't find that city or whatever the message was. And then if it is good, we're going to say cool, it's going to be a table. Get rid of this guy. And inside of every good table is probably not the weather, is weather 0 description. I want a no, I do want a table row, actually. Yes, thank you. Thank you, GitHub Copilot. Very generous and astute of you. So what do we got? We got the temperature. Oh man, this is great. Look, it's figuring out what I want because it knows that this stuff is all in here. We've got some information on the weather and the description of the weather. And the temperature feels like min, max, pressure, humidity. Is it going to fill out all that? Min temp, max temp, pressure, humidity, wind speed. Do I have wind direction in there? Cloudiness, sunrise. I don't think I even have all this information. Oh, no, I do have all this information. Oh, look at that. That's great. Cool. It's just doing the work for us. Table row. Weather name. Sure. This is lovely. Ah, I just have to press 2 keys. Enter. Tab. Enter. Or tab. Enter. Tab. Enter. Tab. Enter. This is just cheating at this point. Okay, well, let's see what this looks like because I don't want to keep doing that too far. Right, reload. We got to find one that is actually found because we're using a weather API in a randomly generated city. So the chances, I think I'm going to hard code the city in so that we can have something better to work with. So let's see, in our API, the city, get weather from city, and I'm going to just comment that out and say Portland, please. So make that static. That'll make this a little bit more interesting. And when we reload, Cool. We've got a table. That's looking good. Let's see. What else have we got here? We've got our table. Looks kind of like but you know, that's how it is. And this of course is going to be that's not right actually. Let's fix that. This is not the right place to do that commenting. The city is going to be Portland. PDX, baby, and that should not be there. Okay, cool. So, hello world from Portland. This is what the weather looks like. Excellent. Temperature is in a funky degree. It definitely doesn't feel like 282 right now. But you know, we can work with it. Let's play with some stuff here. I think what this is this is telling me the Kelvin. So openweathermap.org. I think I want to look at the, oh my gosh, again, forever block. Let's look at this API. I think we're doing the current weather data, and I want to do Celsius. Okay. Temperature unit defaults to Kelvin. That's right. Let's see. I want to change the units of measurement, and to change the units of measurement, there we go. We have to change the units, and I want to change it. I think do I want metric or imperial? I think I'm going to put it on metric because that is a better system, if you ask me. Let's see. So the way we do that is we're getting the weather for this city. We're passing in our API key, and we're going to set the unit equals unit or units. Unit or units? You tell me. Units. Wow. GitHub Copilot's so good. Units equals metric, please. Thank you. Okay, so with that, we can reload, and cool. Maybe metric was not the right choice because I don't really know metric either, but that's all right. And then something else I want to do here is I really don't like how these headers are I don't like how the headers are situated, so I'm going to put those to align left. And really easy way to do that, we could use CSS, of course, but we're actually going to use HTML, and we're just going to say all of these table headers, although you're going to default to the center, we're going to use the align equals left property because that is just built right in there. So what's that looking like now? Bam! Everything's aligned to the left. That works better for me. We may want to do some CSS after all, but we'll see. We'll get to that. So we have the temperature. It probably makes sense to I think what I want to do is actually pass in a parameter here that says the units equals, and then let's say F for Fahrenheit. Maybe? What do you think? Oh, what up, y'all? Bendy Myers, Fimian, Rugmat, all in the house. Multi-cursor mode, fancy. Oh yeah, you know it. What's going on, y'all? Sorry, I was ignoring you. We're building a freaking awesome weather app because I don't know if y'all have ever messed around with weather apps, but they are so bad, like so slow. All of them just full of ads. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I'm just messing around. I need to fix this sunrise and sunset too, because that's gnarly. So anyone got ideas for the sunrise and sunset? You know where I'm going with this? INTL, baby. Until we get you know what? Do we have do we have support for temporal? I think we do. Just making some Nux and Netlify CMS stuff, dude. I got a phone call. Sorry, not taking that. Yeah, Nuxt and Netlify CMS. Nuxt is sweet. Although I hope that they change. Well, they should be supporting Vite soon, right? And Netlify CMS. Netlify CMS is sweet if you're going with static file or flat file CMS. If you're using Markdown files, or I think JSON even, it can get you going pretty far. So Nux 3. So in Nux 3, we're gonna get Vite support. So looking forward to that. That'll be great. What is this guy? I need to plug my phone in because it's dying. So Alex, you're working on it right now, or you're watching me right now? Are you streaming it? Are you live? Let's go see. Cassidy, in Neon just wrapped up. I missed it. Did you announce it on Twitter? I missed that. Right, temporal. I need to see. I need to start just like liking all of your stuff to adjust my Twitter algorithm, because I didn't see that today. Oh, that's not it. It doesn't look like we can use it. There should be a polyfill for it, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna stick with INTL because this will work for me. Daytime format. That's what I want. New INTL daytime format the date. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get back in our code, and we have this sunrise and sunset. I should probably do it up out here, but I'm just going to do it inline. Yeah, it's going to get ugly, actually. Let's see. Get that and that. We're going to pass that into a new date. And then we're going to actually pass that date. Whoa, okay. In right there. And then we go to the end. And that should be it. So let's see what we got here. We go back to our code, right? And we reload. Oh, look at that. Booyah. Nice and easy. That is a terrible... Oh, that is, first of all, the sunrise was... That's not right at all. Let's undo what we just did. Let's see. What did I do wrong? What I like to do is just copy that and undo everything, and we'll paste that and comment it out. Dang it. Comments aren't going to work. Okay, well, we'll just cut it. And I don't know, paste it down here. I'm going to save that for later. Why is that in curly braces? Okay, thanks, ESLint. Okay, cool. So I want to see what's going on here. This, I bet this is in doesn't look like it's in seconds. Is it in seconds? You know, I should probably sunrise. Sunrise time, Unix UTC. That should be milliseconds, no? But 1997 is always a clear... Oh! Rugmat, I see what you're saying. Look at that, times 1,000 because you know that it was supposed to be, I thought you were saying times 1,000 to a comment I made. I'm over here feeling good about myself. So that's interesting. Why is it in seconds and not milliseconds? Isn't Unix time in milliseconds, or am I thinking about that wrong? Anyway, that should work now. Okay, let's see. Code, please. We can cut that, paste it back there, go to our time here and multiply those by 1,000, and then we can see. So I'm actually doing something. I'm not going to stick with metric. That's silly. I'm putting time in US time and degrees in metric. And silly. All right, cool. So now we still have the wrong time, and I actually want, I've got it right, but it's formatting it to show me the date, and I actually just want something like this: date style full, time style long. What do I want? Options, date style. The date formatting style to use when calling format. Possible values include full, long, medium, and short. And the time style, full, long, medium, and short. Okay, so we need to get back in here. Go to our time. I'm actually going to create a function now for this called get or format date. I think that's going to take something. And okay, weather for city, cool. Function format date is going to take a date and return that. Input. I want my ESLint too, but that's all right. Param is going to be a date. That should be a date object, yes. And we're going to pass in the date in there. We're going to say date equals that, and this is going to be helpful so that whether we pass in a string, a number, or a date object, we're always going to convert it to a date object, which may not even be necessary actually, because I bet format actually works on strings as well. Let's see. New intl dot date time format en-us dot. Whoa, have this right? Dot format, and we're gonna say like, I don't know, 1/1/2022. Valid time value. Okay, so it's not just going to take a date, whereas something like new date of 1/1/2022 should work. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're basically just always going to use a date object. So where are we? We format it, and the format that we want, let's see, const options equals some object. I'm going to grab, what do I want? Do I have? I wonder if I can say what type this is going to be. Type is a date, time, no. ntl dot date format options. Perfect. That means I'm going to get some help with all of these options that I have. So it's pretty snazzy. What was it again? I want the time style to be short. And then we're going to return that with formatting of the date. And then we're going to go down to wherefore using format date. Oh no. I guess I want this, right? That dot sunrise times 1000. Right, that's expecting a different format. This can actually be a date or a number or a string. Cool. So now we go to format date, and that's looking right, and that's going to return to us. It's not telling us what it's going to return, but it should tell us what it's return. Format, what do you return? A string. Returns a string. Thank you. So then we can format this date and get rid of that guy, and that should look a little bit nicer. Okay, now what have we got? I've got the time. It is not formatting correctly. What is up, Omri? How are you? Happy? Happy to see audience building up. Yes, me too. I appreciate that. I'm glad, man. You've been around. This is Omri, everyone. Great guy. Not Henry. Omri. Oh, were you thinking Henry, like Henry Helvetica? I wish. He's super cool. But yeah, we're trying to format this date so that it actually prints out the format like that. And then what do I want? Oh, I actually want that back. Oh yeah, Henry pronounces his way like that because it's like Henri. I can see where you got that. That's on me, and that's Omri. It's not Henri, but that was on me. I'm such a weird guy. Okay, so let's see how we can work with this. New intl dot date time format. I want en dash us dash us. Man, I should probably bump this guy up. Oop, maybe too much. There you go. And I want that to have the function. I want to call the function format date.now. And yeah, that's great, but I need some options in there. So if I say that I want, what was that again? intl. Time format, please. I always do. It actually uses. Wait. Nice pun there. Thanks. I actually use that's Omri as that's on me pretty often. Oh, that's sweet. Well, now I don't feel so clever. That was probably never clever to begin with, but at least I felt it. Okay, so I want to pass in some of these guys. Get that partnership already so you can sub. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what sub means, but in a totally different context, which I don't think is what you're trying to say to me. What is it? Like I need a certain number of people following me? Okay, here's what we got. This is what I was expecting. if I get rid of that, yeah, I get just the time. I don't want just the time though. I want the date, right? I want date style, and I think I might want like short. Oh, got that wrong. Okay, I think that actually, you know what? I only want the time because we'll put the date somewhere else, right? Oh yeah, you know, I'm trying to grow the audience, so hopefully I'll be able to unlock some cool Twitch features eventually. But you know, for now, the goal is to have fun, build some cool stuff, teach some people some stuff. So right now we're kind of diving into this INTL date time thing, right? So format date. This is not what I want to call this because, well, I mean, I guess I could. Let's do this, right? And let's pass in some options that are going to be time, style, I think. Okay, so with that, we're going to take a date. We're going to have a second parameter that is options. And we're going to take the second parameter is going to be one of these. And that is options. That's going to be an optional parameter. And it is going to default. Do I want to set it to a default? All right, Omri, thanks for hanging out. I really appreciate you stopping by just to say hey and check out what's going on. We're going to be doing some cool stuff right now. We're just building like a demo of what we want to deploy. And eventually I want to deploy this on Akamai edge workers so that it'll be like all over the world. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, so time style short. Oh, no wonder it wasn't working. I wasn't even passing in my options here, right? Why didn't you guys tell me? Just take that out for now and see if what we wanted is working. Reload, there we go, cool. Sunrise, sunset has my times. And then just to make this formatter work, let's see. I'm going to actually say that the locale should probably be customizable as well. The options are going to come in here. And then I basically want to have some default options that get modified by whatever gets passed in here. So we're going to set our defaults here, which for now, I guess, not really anything. This is complaining because there is a duplicate. I wonder if I can just like modify it like that. And really what we would do is put our default values here. So what options do I have? I don't think I need that anymore. And I don't know. I don't know if I need to pass in defaults because we can just assume the defaults. So let's actually just get rid of this altogether. Cool. So that's our date formatter. The one thing that's missing is we probably should modify the locale, but what? But what? So I want to see, since I'm going to be building this out on Akamai, I want to see what they offer for my edge workers. It's edge workers. So let's see the edge workers request. This object, no, you're not going to give me anything. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong spot. I think this should be the tech docs, maybe. Yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. It should be techdocs@akamai.com, and then that should get me, yeah, this is what I want. Let's go with edge workers request object. No, not just edge workers. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Edge workers. Okay, this looks closer to what I want. Is this what I want? This is not what I want. I want edge workers. Request. Perfect. Device. User location. That's what I want. User location object. Cool. So this is going to give me the city, the continent, the country, the region, the zip code. So I would need to do some interesting mapping for like the user's language or locale to get an ISO locale. I'm thinking about this right. ISO codes. ISO language codes. Oops. Is that it? 639. Damn girl fine. I mean, I guess this is the language code. It would, yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to worry about building this right now. That's above my pay grade. But yeah, what I wanted to do is basically find a way to modify this guy here based on the user's location, which we're going to get. But that's honestly probably something that's going to be like a user setting anyway, so they might be modifying that. So let's just stick with some hard-coded stuff. Okay, cool. So we have some cool stuff going on. We've got the temperature, feels like, min and max, pressure and humidity, wind speed and wind direction. I don't think these are things that I really care about. Maybe we'll get to that eventually, but pressure, humidity, wind speed, and wind direction. Yeah, we'll just get rid of these to begin with. If you feel strongly about keeping pressure and humidity, let me know in a strongly typed letter, handwritten, with a Star Wars stamp sent to me. Cool. Now, one thing that I wanted to play with as well is these icons, because this thing gives the weather icon. And I want to find that weather icon. Where is the? Oh, was that it? Back. Weather condition codes with icons. Weather icons. This is what I want. Okay, I think. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So this is like the API to get the icons, which I can basically just like copy we're going to go to our thing, and I think the city we actually don't need. That was a not very useful thing to have there because we'll have somewhere else. But we will have a different thing there for the icon. So that's getting rid of. We're going to do an image source equals that. Hard code it in for now. And let's see what that looks like. Cool. There's our little icon in the first row. That's nice. What I need to do now is modify it so that we're actually changing the icon based on the API response. So 2x, what is it? The icon should be the weather.icon image. I should probably understand what this, I should probably understand what these things do. Let's see. The weather condition codes. Weather icons. Example is that, note, it's possible to meet more than one weather condition of a requested location. The first weather condition API response is primary. An example. Okay. Message accurate. COD 200. Count 1. Okay. Yeah, whatever. How to get icon URL. Light rain icon. See list below of codes. The URL is that. Okay, so these are the icons based on the codes. And we've got day versus night. And we have like a way to do 2x.png. So I think I'm going to keep mine at 1x. because I don't need them that big. Is that an option? Am I just figuring this out? 2x, 1x? Nope. That was just an assumption. So 10D at 2x. That's going to correspond with 10D, no, 1D, 10D, PNG. Yeah, okay. I don't know what's going on there, but let's get back here. So we've got our image, and this image is, I should probably make sure my assumptions are weather dot main dot icon. No, it's weather dot weather dot. I guess it's not either of those. It is. Oh, because it's an array. Okay, so that's what I was saying, is the weather could have multiple types of weather, which I'm not really sure what that could mean, but we're going to grab the first one and show the icon for that. And by doing that, we get this 4D, looks good. And that is going to replace this 10D. So if we did that right, we should see, cool. The temperature today looks like that. Now, of course, it's an image and we want that to be accessible. So the cool thing that we get from this little weather guy is, let's see, we want to put an alt text, alt equals that. Oops. that. And instead of the icon, what we'll put there is the description, I think. So with that, we'll have an image icon. And if we're lucky, a nice little alt text, which your alt text today is broken clouds. Not bad. So that's descriptive. That's saying broken clouds. We don't have a header for that, which I think is fine. And then the temperature is that, but it feels like 49. That's actually pretty warm for this time of year. So yeah, that's feeling pretty good. Let me put the little degree symbol. So I need to go to like Unicode degrees symbol. This is always one of the worst things in web development, is getting these characters that are like super hard to find. But we're doing fine. Okay, let's go to all of our temperature things, and those are all in Fahrenheit for the moment, so we'll hard code that. Close that. We can reload our app, and we've got 59 or 50.94 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, okay, guys. All right, I get it. You're all really smart. Way to show off. 169 is wrong. I forgot what it is. Wait, so I can do like Alt 168 and then just paste that? No, whoop, that's not it. Let's go Alt 168. Oh, it's an upside down question mark. That's cool. Yeah, all right. Well, Rugmat, I still really appreciate the comment because, yeah, but then what? You're just going to like memorize all of those codes in your head? By the time it took me to Google it and copy paste, I was pretty happy with that. Alex, the ampersand degree, that's a pretty good go-to. It still means I have to remember that, but it also is pretty easy to remember. I like my system. That's all right. Google, baby. That's what I was born to do. So how's this looking? The min temp and max temp, I think I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup now. We'll get rid of the min and max, or window keys plus dot to open the emote. Wait, really? Oh my goodness, that tip of the day. Hell yeah. Tip of the day. So I didn't shoot. I had like downloaded something for an emoji picker, but who is Rugmat, by the way? Are we connected on Twitter? I want to give you a shout out on Twitter and just, or I want to shout this out and credit you with this because this is super cool. Okay, cool. This is good, but can I look up? That's so great. What's it saying? Zero emoji is found, but I haven't searched for any. Oh my gosh, it's got cow emoji too. Oh, hell yes. I'm all about this sort of stuff. I've got some bookmarks for these things and now I don't need them. Oh man, I'm so happy. But it looks like, shouldn't I be able to search? Like, oh, whoa. What's it doing? It's following my key. Okay, so if I say like, is it gonna do what I think it's gonna do? Or I can do like that and do a search for it? No. Okay, so if I type, that's really weird. So what it needs to do is Windows period brings it up, and then I type cat, and then it finds the emoji. That's pretty cool. type and it will replace. Yeah, okay, I got it. I figured that out all on my own. I forget what I was doing. Wind speed, wind direction, cloudiness, sunrise, sunset. That's cool. I was using an degrees symbol. That's right. Thank you. Degrees. So if I do that, that's not helpful. If I do that, that's got to be helpful in there, right? But it's not going to find it for me. Oh, really? But there it is. Look at that. Is that it? That's not it. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hot tip. It also works with Windows semicolon and no, Windows semicolon and Windows period, apparently. Right. What was I doing? I wanted to look for the degrees symbol. Oh, there you go. Oh, I wonder if these are even... That's a single character. I bet that's even more helpful than what I was doing. So let's try that. And if we reload, the only thing that's kind of annoying about that is that's written in a different font family than my font. Like this is a serif font and this is sans serif, but that's all right. One thing I kind of want to do for this, I'd like to play around with, is font like style is numeric. What is that? Does anyone know that CSS value for like styling numbers? Font variant numeric. Tabular nums. Yeah, that's it. Cool. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking might make more sense for these is font variant numeric. Tabular nums. It doesn't look like it's not really changing much except for like old style nums and this diagonal fraction. Maybe that's because the numbers in there there's not like a 1 in there. This one has a 1. Let's see. Variant. Numeric. Didn't that do something else? Is it because there's this F? I don't know, Alex. I feel like that should have done something there. Might not be worth it. Okay, cool. So we have our app working. Let me do one more thing just to play around with this. Is I had this Portland hard-coded. And I think what I'm going to do is comment out the hard-coded version, comment in the faked out version. And of course, there's going to be a bunch of cities that weather map doesn't know about, but the ones that it does, like Greenberg, that's pretty cool. We get to see what's going on there. Sunrise and sunrise. Whoa! Sunrise at 3:58 a.m. and sunset at 2:20. I bet you this is, what is this? This is going to be like super far north. Greenberg. Is this Greenberg? I guess that's not that far north. It's using my server time? It's not using my server time. My server is local. No. This, what's happening here is we are randomly generating a city with Faker. And then Faker is passing that, or then we're passing that city to this get weather for city, which does a fetch request to the OpenWeather map API, and then just passes that back. So that's working off real live data. That there must be another Greenberg, because that's even further south than I am. Greenberg, I don't know. I don't need to worry about it right now. I think that's it. That's all I'm going to get through today. That's a pretty good stopping point. Is we have our icons, we have our relevant information, and then we're going to work on probably beautifying this. I don't know how much I love this. Like, table layouts are kind of tough. This is all right. We have I'm using a project that I maintain called Bedrocks. That's not what I did. That's what I did. And it's pretty cool. It's just like a starter CSS, starting CSS point, and it makes these tables full width with collapsing borders. But yeah, I feel like if we're gonna make this a cool app, we got a lot of work ahead of us. So it doesn't give me the Latin long. You know, it will give me. Oh yeah, I guess it's right there in the data, huh? Let's what do I want to do? I'm gonna just like log this. Yeah. Got weather, and that's going to log it to the server when I reload. And of course, the city's not found. Oh no! Oh, but I can do Greenberg, right? It was. What do we want to do? We want to go here, and let's say city is, what was it? Greenberg? Was there an H in there? There was an H in there. Okay. So let's reload that. Validation check, passes. Greenberg looks right. And then on the server, okay, cool. These are the coordinates. That's my stations. Name is Greenberg. Okay, well, I've got the longitude and the latitude, which I can, I think, then take to. This has nothing to do with building the app, but what if I just like hit search for that? No, okay. Which one usually comes first, latitude or longitude? I feel like it's usually latitude first. But Antarctica. That no, they're having their summer right now, so they would have short days. So I'm pretty sure it's that and then that. Okay, so we should be close to somewhere called Greenberg. Out of, anyone guess? There's Orangeburg. That's a pretty good sign. There's a Trader Joe's there. Oh shoot, it is New York. No way. Yeah, huh. That's wild. Well, summer is long days. Yeah. Yeah, summer is long days. But this is a super wait, is that a short day? Sunset at 2 p.m. is short. Sunrise at 4 a.m. is long. They just must be in just a weird time zone. this stream has devolved into. Oh, wait, rug mat. I get what you're saying. Okay, yep. Dang, you were on it today. It's not there local time. Yeah, I see it. Smart. It's yep, because it is 7 a.m. or whatever is the sunrise their time, but my time is converted to 4 a.m. Too smart. But that's also kind of annoying. So, oh, yeah, of course, because I'm doing the conversion on my server. I'm getting the UTC time back, but because I'm converting the time on my server, it's accounting for the server time in there, or generating the international INTL formatting according to my local time. Okay, that makes sense. And I guess that also makes sense that if I am, well, I guess we would want to kind of like figure that out, but that's for another time. Yeah, it's kind of weird thinking about different time zones, because technically I'm looking at Greenberg and the sunrise there in Greenberg was at 3:58 a.m. my time. I could run the INTL code in the browser instead. I could, and this is where it's going to get kind of interesting, because where I'm actually going with this is the weather map, or the weather info stuff is kind of cool, and we do need a server-side aspect for it because we're working with an API, and I don't want to put my API keys in client-side code for obvious reasons. But the interesting thing about like edge compute is that most providers offer a way of getting the kind of the user location. It's not like the actual user's location, but it's the nearest edge location to the user. So you can get some information about the information about where the user is located, which means we could technically do all of this just on the server side and still have a pretty accurate idea of where the request is coming from. But I think the best solution is ultimately going to be a combination of providing an API where the request, well, how would we do that? If I want to do this entirely server-side rendered, I don't really have access to the INTL from the client side, but maybe what I could do is have the request load, and then, well, yeah, and then on the client side, run the INTL to modify it. But it would also be cool, like eventually what I want to do is say that if I want to provide different metrics, I can have a like query parameter that says, when this request is loaded, default to imperial system, but if we load it with a query parameter of like unit equals metric, then that would load with some different information. Can I get the time zone from the city maybe? Yeah, I think I could figure that out. That may require another API call on the back end before the app loads. But we'll see. We'll build it together, and if you have ideas or comments and like want to have fun or play around with stuff, like bring those ideas. I'm all about it. I'm kind of building something that I want, but it's also for learning and having fun and playing around with different things. So happy to build it as a joint effort. And I'll be posting this stuff on GitHub too if you ever want to take a look at the code. So until then, that's it for today. I'll be back on tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 6 p.m. in Greenberg. So that's that. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate it. And yeah, hit me up on Twitter or follow or whatever. Do all the things. Bye.